the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight we're here with the OP Racing Premier Super Speedway Series, as they are at Daytona for this race under the lights, and it is the final race in the round of 16. 8 drivers are going to go home disappointed here tonight. 8 drivers get to continue on their season. Qualifying is underway here tonight, and right now we're looking at the 46 of David Overstreet as he makes his way around the super speedway. Andrew Schroeder in the 48. Schroeder representing the New York Yankees. That team is playing right now against my team, Kansas City Royals, so we will not be talking about Schroeder anymore tonight. But did want to let you guys know that he is here and he is representing the wrong team. So moving on, Peter deBorja in the 41 out here tonight, trying to lay down his qualifying lap time. Hunter Reynolds in the 26, coming off his win last week, punching his ticket into the round of 8. Speaking of drivers who have made it into the round of 8, Rick Sanchez has also made it through. Sanchez picked up the win in the first round. Second round goes to Hunter Reynolds in our third round. Well, so far we don't have a clear picture of who's going to make it through. As the field starts to turn in some qualifying times, Josh Ball on top of the leaderboard, Vicente Guerrero bringing it into second place for the moment. Kevin Freis on top of the leaderboard. Gabe Butler in the 88 making his way down the backstretch. Butler riding that high line, trying to gain as much speed as he can before taking the green flag. And right now, Kevin Freis, Josh Ball sitting 1 and 2. Hunter Reynolds, Vicente Guerrero, and Jeff Crosby Jr. round out your top 5. Bubba Winningham in the 66 out here tonight. Always good to see Bubba. That Chevy Land number 66. As qualifying continues on and we wind down, just 1 minute left in this qualifying session. Looks like 21 drivers going to get a time in, maybe 22, 23. I think about 23 drivers are going to get a time in. Gabe Butler, Bubba Winningham, the last two drivers to post a time. So with that being said, let's step away for our national anthem. We'll be back with tonight's starting lineup.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as our field is starting to line up for tonight's race. They're all taking their positions on the grid. That means it is time to go through our starting lineup for this one on the inside of row number one with a quick time of 50.203. That is the 25 of Kevin Freis. To the outside, the 88 of Gabe Butler from Team Bootnaka Esport. Row number two going to be made up of the one of Josh Ball and the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. Row three, Vicente Guerrero and Jeff Crosby Jr. Row number four, that is going to be Anthony English and Adam Kilday, as I almost choke. Row number five going to be Peter deBorja and Zach Fritsch. Row six, that is Eric Laurie and Zach Workman. Row seven, Kacey Gilchrist, Jimmy Reynolds. Row number eight, Sean Makara and Dustin Logston. Row nine, going to be Richard Kuhn and Dave Hunt. Nate Warren and David Overstreet for row 10. Row 11, Andrew Schroeder and Adam Strom. Bubba Winningham and Stephen Miles in row 12. And Rick Sanchez at the tail end of this field. Actually, it looks like David Overstreet has dropped to the tail of the field here. It is the final race and the opening round of our championship contention. 16 drivers entered into this round. Only 8 will make it through. Take a look at our race info for tonight. Sanchez and Reynolds are locked in. You do want to prioritize points on this one because so few drivers are going to get on wins. Everyone else gets in on points. Stages at 25 and 50, and one fast repair is available as the green flag comes out. Kevin Freis on the throttle along with the 88 of Gabe Butler. And we are underway for the first time here tonight in the Daytona Nights 250. Down the back stretch, the 25 on the inside lane. He's got the one of Josh Ball on his back bumper. Gabe Butler, Hunter Reynolds with that big momentum down the back stretch. The 88 makes the move down to the inside, going 3 wide here on the opening lap. Look like Zach Workman in the 19 gonna blend back in. Is not quite ready for that 3 wide action. And drops it back down to the second lane. Lap number 1 in the books, and the 88 and the 26 out in front. Hunter Reynolds, as I said, locked in with the win last week. Gabe Butler, not one of our championship contenders, but he definitely is a threat to win each and every time he shows up to race. We'll keep an eye on him. Fastest lap of the race right now, the 53 of Dave Hunt has turned that at a 46.45. He is tucked in behind the 71 of Sean Makara. This race going to be very important, as I have mentioned quite a bit, because you do have to pay attention to where you are at in the points. And I say that because only one more person can get in on a win. That's 3 drivers capable of advancing into the next round on a race win. Everyone else gets in on points, so that's 5 drivers who get in on points. If we have a repeat winner from this round, so if that's Sanchez or Reynolds who picks up the win, I should say Hunter Reynolds, who picks up the win here tonight, then that will mean that 6 drivers get in on points. So you absolutely want to prioritize your position in the stages and at the end of the race. Go ahead and take a look at our point standings as they came into this one here tonight. Reynolds and Sanchez already advancing with their race wins. Josh Ball coming in 24 points to the good. Anthony English right there at 24 as well. Kevin Freis, Adam Kilday, healthy advantage for them. And then it gets very tight further on back. Miles and Logston just 1 point above the cut line. Gilchrist, Workman, deBorja, Crosby Jr., Nate Warren, Sean Makara, those guys still very much in this. Zach Fritsch going to have a huge points haul, and Jimmy Reynolds almost into must-win territory if he would like to advance into the next round. As Dustin Logston has now turned the fastest lap of our race so far, turning a 46.275. The Logston getting after it. Meanwhile, at the front, Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33. Hunter Reynolds in the 26. Those two drivers leading their respective lanes. So strategies could be all over the place here tonight. Could be any guess as to who is going to go for what. Drivers could be going for points and playing it conservative. Other drivers could be going for maximum attack, trying to get all the points they can, so they will be pushing hard. I don't know what the right call is just yet, but I definitely know we're going to try and stay on top of as much of it as we can. Right now, the 26 is out in front. And I would think that the rest of the field would like to see, or the rest of our championship contenders would like to see Hunter Reynolds or Sanchez pick up the win here. And that only increases their chances at getting in. And then, of course, you got the guys who still want to win. Non-championship contender could win. That would put another driver in on points as well. So it's going to be a very interesting night. We're working lap number 10, and it won't be long before we start having our first round of green flag pit stops. Green flag pit stop's going to be happening anywhere from lap 15 to lap 18. Reynolds, Kilday, Crosby Jr., Peter deBorja, Kacey, Gilchrist, Gabe Butler. Those are your first three rows as these guys are up to speed, running side by side. Right now, the entire field being separated by 1.8 seconds. I do want to point out that Kevin Freis has rejoined the race. He is 6 laps down. Not sure where things went wrong for him. I must have missed that one. It was very quick. Maybe that's all it was. Maybe just an unfortunate internet connection. Belva, how you doing? Good to see you. Kevin does find himself multiple laps down, but right now he is the only driver not on the lead lap. Dave Hunt pulling into pit road. Hunt making a green flag pit stop. Dave Hunt down and away is going to go down a lap as he did make that pit stop. Everyone's starting to get single file. We've already had one car peel off for pit road. That was Dave Hunt. So far, he's the only one who pitted from the lead lap. Kilday in the 85. Out in front. Kilday came into this one 15 points above the cut line. Got about 10 laps left to go on the stage, and Kevin Freis has picked up the most stage wins so far this season with 6 stage wins. Josh Ball at 2, Hunter Reynolds, Kacey, Gilchrist, Anthony English, 2 stage wins for them. And the rest of our list just has 1 stage win to their credit. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at what happened last week at Talladega. As I mentioned, Hunter Reynolds picked up the race win. Vicente Guerrero brought it home in second. Gabe Butler third. Nate Warren was fourth, and rounding out the top 5 was Dustin Logston. Reynolds and Freis picked up stage wins. Here comes our first full group on the pit road. Josh Ball, Schramm, Miles, and Guerrero. And his Nightmare Esports peeling off for pit lane. We're going to see how this all shakes out. Miles and Ball not yet locked in, so they are looking to have a good run. Josh Ball just needs to have a decent point day, and he will survive into the round of 8. But Miles needs to make sure that he is spot on all night long, as he only enters this one 1 point above the cut line. Reynolds in the 26 stays out to go around again. Kilday and Sanchez going to peel off. Kilday and Sanchez hit pit road. Down the back stretch, just 14 cars remain to hit pit lane. And here comes the final 14. Big group here, everyone trying to fan out. Looks like they're all going to get through. Very, very intense moment for all of them, trying to get on the pit road, trying to get it woed up. Sanchez right now leads all the drivers who have made a pit stop, but here comes Kevin Freis with a group in tow. Josh Ball gonna whiz on by. So ball up to full song. Jeff Crosby Jr., Gabe Butler, those guys trying to get up to speed. Ball currently in 14th as he works by Sean Makara in the 71. Dustin, Logston, Andrew Schroeder going to the wayside of the 1 and the 25 of Kevin Freis. Jeff Crosby Jr. way out there. Crosby Jr. had a heck of a pit stop, and he and Kacey Gilchrist are going to take advantage of that very quick pit stop that they had. They are fighting for the race lead. Crosby Jr. 4 points below the cut line to enter this race. A stage win is going to go a long way for him. Gilchrist kind of in the same boat with Crosby Jr. Stage points, very important here. Stage win could be the difference between making it into the next round or getting shuffled out. Sean Makara, fastest lap of the race. And just as I say that, it goes from Josh Ball that time around back to Sean Makara. Josh Ball had it for about 30 feet. And then Sean Makara took it back. So Sean Makara, trouble off of turn number 2. Gilchrist involved. Adam Strom. Heavy impact in the 31 nose first into the inside wall. And that was a big one for Kacey Gilchrist. Looks like Gabe Butler got involved as well. Heavy damage on the 88. Gilchrist getting up into the air a little bit. Anthony English down at the bottom trying not to get hit. Looks like the 31 maybe just got loose in the middle of the corner. Could not hold on to it. He and Gabe Butler taking the brunt of that damage. Adam Strom taking a hard lick as well, but it looks like Strom able to drive away from it. But here they come back onto pit road. And Jeff Crosby Jr. led them onto pit lane, and I do believe that is going to be our stage winner We'll let him get off of pit road and we'll see if he wants to confirm or deny these accusations of winning a stage. The rest of the field makes its way off of pit lane. Let's see if we can't get Mr. Crosby Jr. keyed up here. Jeff Crosby Jr., got your ears on, bud?
Yes, sir. How's it going, KR?
Oh, it's going just fine. Looks like maybe, possibly, kind of, sort of, the 33 with the stage win.
Yeah, I think so, man. I think so.
All right, man. Well, nice job picking up the stage. Very, very important to you to get these stage points. A very tight battle at that points cutoff. So tell me a little bit about the stage one and what these points mean for you.
Yeah, man. Just kind of staying patient, making the right moves there. We got a really good run there out of pits, and I was able to get in front of Hunter and Gabe, and I was just stayed up front and things happen, and there we go with the stage win. It's going to help right on the cut line there. I was -4, so this is going to be huge.
All right, man. Well, we had a big one there to end this stage. What did it look like from your point of view? Did you see what kind of happened there?
I think people just got a little wiggly, and you know how these things are at the end of stages. You just can never. You just gotta be patient, and that's what happened. People just got impatient, and things happen.
Well, man, that yellow flag came out at the right time for you to give you that stage win. Shout out, Sanchez. Anything else you need to add?
Yeah, just shout out to you. Thank you for doing the broadcast. Want to give a shout out to my fiance sitting here watching. Appreciate her letting me do this crazy thing. I definitely want to give a shout out to my dad while he recovers from surgery and everything. He'll be back, but it's going to be a while. To just hope for a speedy recovery.
All right, man. Well, nice job once again on picking up the stage win.
Thanks, man.
There you have it. Our stage winner, Jeff Crosby Jr. Came back down pit road, gave up track position to top off his fuel tank. That will give the race lead in the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds and the 12 of Zach Fritsch. So that is row number 1 for this restart. Row 2 going to go to the 16 of Nate Warren and the Italian stallion himself, Vicente Guerrero. Row 3 is, let me check the score here, see if I can talk about this guy or not. Give me just a second here. Yeah, bottom of the 4th. We'll talk about him. That 48 down a couple points in a very important playoff game. So he's on the inside of row 3. To the outside, that is the 71 of Sean Makara. First yellow flag of the night coming at the end of this stage, so the field got a chance to catch its breath. We're gonna fire him off. Long line on that inside. A lot of drivers topped off their fuel tank. Gonna try and stretch stage 2 as far as they can. Pace car down on the way, and the green flag is out once again. Reynolds on the inside, Zach Fritsch on the outside. Kevin Freis making a move to the outside lane. Freis trying to regain some lost ground. Kacey Gilchrist in the 31 has gone behind the wall. Heavy damage on that 31, and that could do it for Kacey Gilchrist and his hopes at a championship battle deep into this one, as he is our first driver out of the race and could possibly be our first driver officially eliminated from the championship contention. Adam Strom in trouble. He's down below the yellow line, but able to gather it back in. Elbows up, Adam Strom. Keep that thing straight. Stage number 2, not nearly, yeah, it kind of hard to say that stage 2 is shorter than stage 1, but because of when the yellow flag came out, they didn't quite have, I think they did what, 1 lap, 2 laps under yellow to start stage number 2. Three wide at the front. Zach Fritsch down on the bottom. Adam Kilday, Kevin Freis. Remember, Freis not on the lead lap, but he has every right to try and get back on the lead lap. And that is exactly what he... Oh, and hip checked by the 85. And Adam Kilday was able to hold on to it. And it does bring out the yellow. Zach Workman slow. Looks like maybe he got a piece of this as well. Jimmy Reynolds off track. A lot of drivers chasing this one through the grass. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Fritsch down on the bottom, Kilday in the middle, Kevin Freis on the outside. They make their way down the backstretch. Oh, it looks like the 17 and the 12 not making a good bump, but everyone keeping it straight. So yellow flag coming out to allow these guys to catch their breath and clean off some of the stains that are in their seats. Zach Fritsch leads everyone onto pit road. Like everybody gonna top off their fuel tanks. Peter deBorja with a decision not to come down, or he did come down pit road, not to hit his pit stall. So deBorja, our race leader, we'll see if he comes back down pit road. Kevin Freis in the 25. Looks like maybe he is going to get one of his laps back if he does not come down pit road. So deBorja does peel off for pit lane this time. Richard Kuhn inherits the race lead as he did not come down pit road to top off. And Kevin Freis is going to get waved by the pace car. So he gets one of his laps back. So as the field gets racked and stacked, all right, here we go. We're going to let them loose once again. And here we go. Green flag is out. Our second yellow flag of the night is over with. And we get right back into it. Richard Kuhn did not come down pit road to top off his fuel tank. He is now our race leader in the 47. Jimmy Reynolds stayed out as well. Or at least I should say did not top off his fuel tank. He came down that initial group. So Reynolds in the 17 finds himself ahead of Kacey Gilchrist in the points. But still not going to be enough to make it. That 17 still in a must-win situation. Dave Hunt in the 53, Sean Makara in the 71. Those two in the outside lane. As we start to see something happen in the third lane, Andrew Schroeder, Richard Sanchez up top, trying to go 3 wide. Sanchez pushing on the 48. That number 5 has been in the victory lane more than anyone else this season. If I recall, he has picked up 6 wins. Five wins on the season. Missed it by that much. So Sanchez on 5 wins this season. Gonna try and make it 6, but quite a few laps still to go. Jimmy Reynolds in the 17, falling back a little bit there. Trying to blend back in just ahead of the 14 of Vicente Guerrero. Sean Makara in the 71, nosing out in front of the 53. Makara having a good run here so far in stage number 2. So Hunt and Makara side by side. A lot of drivers getting down on the inside lane. Nobody really venturing up to that second lane. Kevin Freis trying to make up more lost ground. Right now he finds himself just 3 laps down. Very much could see the 25 get back around the hard way once again. That guy very fast. Freis needs to have a good run here. Came into this one 16 points above the cut line, but stage 1 did not go his way. No stage points for him. Well, that being said, Freis is he's in big trouble. He's in big trouble. A little bit of wiggling at the back of the pack. Let's go on board with the 41 of Peter deBorja. See what's going on here as he's tucked in behind the 1 of Josh Ball. Ball may be taking a defensive stance here in stage number 2. Maybe not wanting to mix it up too much as he can safely ride around here. 24 points is a good buffer for that number 1. They only started at 25 cars, and right now only 24 are running. So I do believe that might just be enough to get Josh Ball in. Don't quote me on it just yet though. Working lap 40 of 100, the 71 of Sean Makara. Oh, big wiggle behind him as Dave Hunt and the 53 had to chase it. Here comes that 25 of Kevin Freis, and Dave Hunt and Freis make contact. They go through the 66, and around goes Kevin Freis and Dave Hunt. That is not what the 25 needed to have happen. So yellow flag comes out. Kevin Freis is involved in it. And he will not get one of his laps back. Let's see. Couldn't quite get there. Oh my goodness. Try it from this one. Still can't quite see it. Either way, the 25 got to be disappointed with this one. So with that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick break. No one go anywhere. Be right back after this.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the field is lined up behind the pace car. Lights are going to go out, and we are going to set them up too wide. Front row for this restart going to be the 71 of Sean Makara and the 66 of Bubba Winningham. Winningham up 21 spots to be where he is at. He is our biggest mover so far in this race. Andrew Schroeder, Vicente Guerrero on row number 2. And then Richard Kuhn and Adam Kilday make up row number 3. Kevin Freis, after a long stay on pit road, has gotten back out there. Still multiple laps down, but has not given up just yet. All right, here we go. Pace car going to get out of the way. Sean Makara, Bubba Winningham. We are back underway here in the Daytona Nights 250. Down the backstretch, trying to make it 3 wide. That is a 14 of Vicente Guerrero. Bubba Winningham with Adam Kilday on his back bumper. Guerrero with Steven Miles helping him out. Third lane, not quite got all the momentum it needs just yet. As our fourth caution comes out. It looks like this one going to be for Zach Workman. Let's see what happened to the 19 as he and Peter deBorja. Workman in the 19 chasing that race car up the track. Or down the track, if you will. So 4 yellow flags coming out. Workman in the 19, able to get through it without too much damage. This isn't quite the end of the stage, so they will get back after it. Makara still got some work to do before he can get those stage points. All right, so Sean Makara, Bubba Winningham, gonna have to redo it once again. Guys, last on pit road on lap 41, so I do not expect anybody to hit pit lane. At least not from the front. Track position that important here. Double stacked. Sean Makara, Bubba Winningham. Once again, going to try and do a restart. Keep everyone behind them. Only car out of the race, that is Kacey Gilchrist in the 31. 24 cars still going strong here. Kevin Freis, the only car not on the lead lap. All right, as they make their way back onto the front stretch. Green flag is out, and here we go. Just 2 laps to go in this stage. Sean Makara trying to come away with some stage points. Gonna have to hold them off. One more time around. Makara down on the inside. Bubba Winningham in the middle to the outside. That is Stephen Miles in the 24. Miles trying to hold on to it as they go crashing down the back stretch. And Sean Makara, I believe, is going to come away with the stage win. Let's see if we can't back this one up, see what happens. Looks like Richard Kuhn getting involved in the 47. Bubba Winningham getting hit several times. Winningham up the track a little bit. Looks like maybe getting into the 14. Vicente able to keep going. So as the yellow flag does come out, very close between Andrew Schroeder and Sean Makara. And that is the end of stage 2. Sean Makara going to lead them onto pit road. Good news for Kevin Freis. It's like maybe he's in position to get one of those laps back. And see, as he does get the release past the pace car. So Freis receiving the wave around, or the free pass, I should say. And Sean Makara picking up stage win number 2 on the season, as the 71 is down and away. Let's see if we can't get a word in with our good buddy Sean from Flat Out Motorsports. Sean, you got your ears on, bud? Oh, Sean.
Hello.
Hey, there's Sean. How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Hey, heard you won a stage.
You know, the little birdie tells truths.
Well, how did that happen?
You know, I'm not really entirely sure how I got up front, but all of a sudden I was, and then, well, really a bunch of people hit about 20 laps ago, topping off, so I took the free track position and caught some caution, so I was able to make it. That's more or less how.
Oh, perfect. Nice job. So, that being said, you know, stage points going to be big for you here in this one, especially a stage win. So how's the rest of the race going to go for you?
Well, I came into the race, I think it was down 18, so it was pretty much like I'd have to win at least one of the stages and possibly both to really have much of a shot in points. I didn't do too hot in stage 1, so I think it's still a very long shot, so still feeling a bit like win or nothing, but it definitely will help for my long shot.
All right, man. Well, nice job picking up this one here tonight for the stage win. Shout outs, thank yous, anything you need to add?
Just shout outs to my team, of course, at Flat Out, and Andrew was pushing me for a while there. I think he was gonna make a move to win the stage before the caution came out, but yeah, he's definitely racing fair. Appreciate him pushing.
All right, man. Well, Sean, congratulations on the stage win, buddy. Good luck in the rest of this race. Yeah, not saying you need it, but that win would definitely make it easier on how you end up in the next round.
Yeah, I'd feel a lot more confident in my chances of advancing if I have another interview later.
Absolutely. All right, buddy. Well, good luck to you the rest of the way.
Yeah, hope to talk to you soon.
All right, there you have it. Sean Makara from Flat Out Motorsports, our stage 2 winner. So stage 2 got a little bit rough. Had some, I think we've had 5 cautions. Our stage 1 ended with the first caution of the night. And we went from 1 to 5, all in stage 2. Pace cars to the pit lane. Green flag is out. Andrew Schroeder, Nate Warren, Zach Fritsch, and Sean Makara. Here we go. Schroeder in the 48, being pushed by the 12 of Zach Fritsch. As they come around, these cars getting almost up to full song. Kevin Freis once again popping out of line, trying to make it 3 wide. Freis has been battling tooth and nail all night long, trying to get back on the lead lap. Eric Laurie in the 071 working to his outside, or working the outside as well with the 25. So Freis out in front. As it stands right now, should the yellow flag come out, he would be just 2 laps down. Schroeder takes back over that top spot. Well, I shouldn't say takes it back over, but clearly out in front. And it's all come apart again. The 48 finds himself into the outside wall, our 6th yellow flag of the night. Let's pack this one up and see how it went down. Well, Kevin Freis maybe doesn't get the wave around or the free pass, but he is going to at least get one of them back. Could have got a 2-for-1 there if he had not had contact with the 48. Back this one up a little bit further. But yeah, if the 25 doesn't make contact with the 48 here, he would have got 2 laps back. He would have got the 1 back for being in front of the leader when the yellow flag came out, plus the free pass. But the contact with the leader eliminates the free pass. On board with Eric Laurie as he was working the back bumper of the 25. And you can see the 48 and the 25 make a little bit of contact before they got into the corner. And then just tight, hard racing Eric Glory, even though he got into the wall pretty hard, he was the race leader when the yellow came out. As everyone once again is on the pit road. So with that being said, we're going to step away for another quick break. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Green flag back out here as they race off into turn number 1. Sean Makara in the 71, our stage 2 winner, out in front. Richard Kuhn, Bubba Winningham, Dave Hunt, right there in the mix as well. So with everyone making a pit stop on lap 59 and 60, I think that splits us right down the middle of being able to make it on one more stop without anyone really having to press the issue. Josh Ball, Hunter Reynolds finding themselves a little deep in the field. Trying to work that second lane, get back up to the front. Dustin Logston, a driver we haven't talked a whole lot about here today. But Logston came into tonight's race 1 point above the cut line, trying to put together a solid evening. But right now, Logston running towards the back of the field. Logston, Vicente Guerrero sitting 19th and 20th. deBorja, another driver who needs to get in on some points. So far, deBorja has had a few stage points go his way. Now he just needs to make sure that he takes advantage of those stage points and comes away with a great finish. Zach Workman in the 19. Tucked in behind the 16 and Nate Warren. You got some two wide action going on towards the front, but it looks like maybe they're trying to settle down. We've had quite a few yellow flags here. And for those of you who are trying to keep track, the 25 of Kevin Freis did get all the way back on the lead lap. So the 25, after having a horrible start to this race, is back in this thing. And we're got another yellow, as it looked like Zachary Workman got tagged from the back as he was checking up for the incident going on in front of him. Jimmy Reynolds, Vicente Guerrero looking like they got a piece of this one. Let's see what happened. Sean Makara involved. Dave Hunt, Sean Makara, wow, in the 53 getting some air. So a lot going on there. So that said, we're going to take another quick break. No one go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
You wanted the best, you got him for abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go once again. 7 yellow flags have slowed us down. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to get back into it. Here we go. Richard Kuhn, Bubba Winningham on the front row. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Richard Kuhn pulling away down on that inside lane. Bubba Winningham in the 66 falling back a little bit. Zach Fritsch in the 12 trying to keep up. Now the 66 has that momentum building. And Bubba Winningham out in front. Drivers last on pit road on lap 70, so they're trying to shorten up the amount of time that this final pit stop that they have to make will be. Possibility exists that it could be a green flag pit stop, so you want to make sure that every chance you get, you top off that fuel tank. So Bubba Winningham in the 66, holding on to the race lead for now. Here comes Hunter Reynolds in the 26. Do want to point out that the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds is out of the race. And that will do it for him in his championship season. So Kacey, Gilchrist, Jimmy Reynolds, looks like their championship hopes are done and over with after this one. Bubba Winningham in the 66, really putting together quite a few good laps here. Maybe having a shot at winning this one, but 22 laps is a long way to go. Eric Laurie in the 071 up along the wall. He's fallen back just a little bit. .21 cars on the lead lap. Zach Fritsch in the 12, finding himself with some help from Richard Kuhn. They are both protecting the yellow line. Here comes Josh Ball in the 1. Ball using the middle lane. Gonna have 19 laps to go this time by. As Richard Kuhn in the 47. You can see him getting out of shape. Zach Fritsch in the 12. Bubba Winningham in the 66 make contact. Sean Makara getting into the 47. The yellow flag is out once again. Richard Kuhn trying to catch up to the field. Yellow flag is out. Hunter Reynolds is our race leader. So Kevin Freis, after being multiple laps down, has found himself as our race leader. Shane Ward checking in. How you doing, Shane? Cody Nagels checking in as well. Gentlemen, thank you very much for saying hello. Lights go out on the pace car. Field lined up 2 by 2 as they make their way down the backstretch. Kevin Freis, Hunter Reynolds on the front row for the restart. Row number 2, Sean Makara, our stage 2 winner. In the 24 of Stephen Miles. Row 3 will be Zach Fritsch and Nate Warren. So pace car going to peel off this time. Our 8th caution flag of the night going to wrap up. Hopefully we get this one done before too long. But here we go. Green flag is back out and we are underway once again. 20 cars on the lead lap. Dave Hunt in the 53 is the last car on the lead lap. David Overstreet, first car 1 lap down in the 46. Richard Kuhn still sitting on pit road in the 47. Gabe Butler, after a very long pit stop, has rejoined the race. He is about 10 laps down. Now 15 laps to go. Everyone last on pit road on lap 83, so we are within the bubble of being able to make it to the end. Hunter Reynolds, Kevin Freis battling it out at the front of the field. Freis, who was unable to get any stage points, I think if he can come away with a top 5 finish after the start to the race that he had, is going to feel like he did an outstanding job at recovering. Maybe not the finish you'd want, not saying he's going to be happy with it, but I mean, when you come from multiple laps down to find yourself battling at the front of this field within the final 20 laps of the race, man, you know you had to work your tail off. As things stand right now, my professional sports teams are both doing very well here on Monday night. As Stephen Miles is doing just as good. He is out in front. Laps are winding down. 12 laps to go. They make their way down the back stretch. So Jimmy Reynolds out of the race and out of the championship. Zach Fritsch in the 12, kind of in must-win territory. And right now, Zach Fritsch finds himself inside the top 5, so that's where he needs to be. Kevin Freis trying to recover from being multiple laps down. Had a bit of a buffer coming into tonight's race, but has picked up 0 stage points. So he's looking for a top 5 finish. He's right where he needs to be. Sean Makara in the 71 picked up a stage win. And a solid finish here. Basically a race win. Gonna make him feel very comfortable in making it into the round of 8. But Sean Makara going to have some help getting into it if he does not win. Nate Warren in the 16. He's inside the top 5. Third car in the outside lane. So Warren, who is below the cut line, has found himself up into the mix of things. So the guys who really had to get some points have found themselves all within the top 10, include Jeff Crosby Jr. Jeff Crosby Jr. picked up stage 1. Now finds himself inside the top 10, but he needed to gain 4 points, or I should say he came in 4 points below the cut line. Dustin Logston trying to do what he can. Right now he is in 16th spot. The thing's not looking good for the 81 if he can't figure out how to get a few more positions. Not sure, but I don't think Logston has gained any stage points. And so if that is correct, if Logston does not have any stage points, right now he would be out. Kacey Gilchrist out of the race. He was our first one out of tonight's activities. So the gentlemen, I mean, they've really done all they can to make it as close as possible. The drivers who needed points are up in the front. Drivers who needed a win, well, one of them is out of the race. Two of them are out of the race. Well, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. I guess that's why you run all the laps. So with 7 laps to go, we're 3 wide. Daytona a little bit tighter than Talladega. Big wiggle out of the 26. 6 laps to go. The way this stage 2 and 3 is gone, I don't think that these guys can get to the checkered flag without having another big dust up. And as tight as they are all running right now, if we get into a dust up here, it could have very serious implications as to who makes it into the championship 8. Still running 3 wide. Sean Makara in the 71. Oh, in trouble in the middle of the pack. And here they went, one upside down. That is the 41 of Peter deBorja. And unfortunately for Peter, he does not land back with the wheels down. And so that is going to cost him a lot of time. Adam Kilday as well. So yellow flag coming out as we were on 5 laps to go. And as I said, as tight as they were running, if there was an incident, it was going to be a big one. And it sure was. Jeff Crosby Jr. involved, Adam Kilday, Josh Ball, Anthony English. deBorja with his wheels pointing the wrong direction. Let's see if we can't figure out what happened here as we go not back far enough. Ooh, almost there. All right, that's time we got it. Looks like Sanchez in the 5, maybe drifting down a little bit. Caught the right rear of the 16. And that's what stacked them all up. David Overstreet in the 46 gets the free pass. Do believe that will put him back on the lead lap. Lights are out on our Ford Mustang. Field gonna make its way through 3 and 4. We're gonna let them loose for what could be the final restart. Here we go, pace car down and away. Stephen Miles, Zach Fritsch. Green flag is out. 2 laps to go in this one. Can they make it to the white flag? Once we get to the white flag, that is it. No more attempts. Off of turn number 2. Here comes Zach Fritsch. Fritchie in a kind of a must-win situation. going to take the white flag as the race leader. Can he make it around one more time? Stephen Miles looking for that win as well. Miles trying to pick up his first win of the season. Where Miles runs right now, he'd get in on point. Zach Fritsch, Kevin Freis, all those guys looking to get in, but here comes a big shove by the 26. Oh, and trouble behind them. The 19 out of shape. Around goes Jeff Crosby Jr. And it looks like Stephen Miles in the 24 is going to pick up the win in the Daytona Nights 250. Miles punches his ticket into the next round. He for sure will be joined by Hunter Reynolds and Rick Sanchez. Everyone else, I'm not sure if they were able to get through, who got through, who didn't. But Stephen Miles was able to make it in with a race win. Let's look at our results as he comes around to celebrate. Stephen Miles picks up the win. Hunter Reynolds second. Third goes to Kevin Freis. Zach Fritsch fourth. Fifth place goes to Sean Makara. Bubba Winningham in sixth. Seventh goes to Adam Strom. Vicente Guerrero in eighth. Ninth goes to Zach Workman. Josh Ball 10th. 11th is Anthony English. Andrew Schroeder 12th. 13th, David Overstreet. Dave Hunt 14th. 15th goes to Eric Laurie. 16th place is Nate Warren. Dustin Logston 17th. 18th, Rick Sanchez. Jeff Crosby Jr. 19th. 20th goes to Adam Kilday. First car one lap down. Peter deBorja 5 laps down as he ended up upside down. Gabe Butler, 22nd. 23rd, Richard Kuhn. Jimmy Reynolds, Kacey Gilchrist, 24th and 25th spot. But as the 24 celebrates, let's get into our post-race interviews. And let's kick it off with our race winner, Stephen Miles. Got your ears on, bud?
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Miles, congratulations on the race win. This 24 finally picks up a win this season, and you punch your ticket into the round of 8.
Oh man, we was I don't know, man. We were so nervous. I didn't know how the points were going to end up. I think Josh put it in my head if Fritsch or Workman or one of those get a win, I think it was gonna push me out or something like that. So Vince told me to go take it, and man, I couldn't have done it without Kevin Freis and whoever else was on the bottom pushed me right there. I think Hunter Reynolds, man, because I knew I had no teammates. I didn't want to get trapped on the outside. So when Fritsch took the outside, I was kind of thankful because, I mean, I felt like the bottom line was going to be my best friend, if not. So I don't know what happened to the line, how they lost speed, but I'm just glad I was able to get to the checkered flag first.
Yeah, that outside lane lost a lot of speed as it looked like calamity through turns 3 and 4. And a lot of cars got taken out in that one, and that's what allowed you to continue on ahead unchallenged, if you would, for that race win. So nice job.
Thank you, man. It's so hard to get a win here, and I think this make my second one, but it's just so hard to put yourself in position, and it was a lot of trying to get stage points every stage and putting my car at risk to get damaged, and I think we had only like 30-something seconds with that first wreck, but other than that, I was able to keep it clean, and I got amazing teammates and support system around me to get me to the checkered flag, man. Nightmare Esports.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the race win. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything else you need to add?
Man, I want to shout out to KR for doing an amazing broadcast. It's going to be good to go back and watch it. Thank all the admins that make this community so great. Teammates Vincent and Josh Ball, man, the whole race just right there in my ear. We were just working together. I couldn't do it without them or be as fast as I am without them. And Adam Strom is also. And thank my girlfriend, thank my mom, my dad, and thank Jesus Christ, man, for able to see another day, another victory.
All right, man, I'm here for that one. Nice job. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing you in the round of 8. Nice job.
Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen Miles, our race winner. Now let's move on to our second place finisher, and that is the driver of the 26, Hunter Reynolds. Picks up second place here tonight. Hunter, congratulations on a solid second place finish.
Well, thanks, KR. I appreciate that.
Man, I'll tell you what, this 26 has been bad fast here in the later half of this season. And another second place finish. You already had punched your ticket into the next round, but now here second place. That's kind of letting everyone know you got everything going your way at the moment.
Oh God, well, you don't have to say it. Yeah, dude, this Ford's been freaky fast, man. She's on rails right now, so just gotta kind of keep the luck going and knock on wood, yada yada. But yeah, solid race for the boys tonight. I mean, Kevin came out with a second, third. The other guys got wrecked, but good little lucky caution right there at the end, being up front and just holding on to her.
Well, man, that lucky caution coming out looked like a lot of chaos going on out there. Stage 1, we got through that one relatively clean, but stage 2 and 3 seemed like it became a battle of survival. What was going on out there?
Yeah, it sure was. I got wrecked in one of those stage 1 wrecks, and I could repair the car, but I didn't ever want to take my fast repair. So yeah, just hung out the rest of the race, just ride around, avoid the wrecks, and then come back up there at the end. So that's kind of been the trend, I think, at least the last couple races. So maybe it'll happen again. Who knows?
All right, man. Well, nice job. Once again, congratulations on second place. Yeah. Now you just gotta go do it at least 2 more times.
Yeah, I'm gonna try not to think about that too much. Well, happy to be moving on, and I think Kevin's moving on with me. So got some more work to do, not done, but a good round of 16 nonetheless. Yeah, had to push hard at the end there. That's if you're behind somebody, just gotta stick it out. And good job, good win to Steven there. I think he just locked himself in too. So yeah, should be a good one.
Yeah. All right. Before we let you go, one last time, shout outs, thank yous.
Yeah, all the boys back at Bootnaka. You've been to Booth KR, do a great job. Thanks all league admins. Appreciate y'all. And all my Florida people, y'all stay safe out there.
All right, that is Hunter Reynolds bringing it home in second place. Once again, congratulations on that one. Now let's move on to our third place finisher. That is the driver of the 25, Kevin Freis, bringing it home in third place in what has got to be the most tired driver out there tonight.
Well, yeah, I had to run and reset a GFI outlet in my basement. So, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed stage 1, you started up front, and then all of a sudden you were gone, and you were like 3 laps down, and then had to work nonstop to get back into that.
Yeah, that was not fun. But, man, if I don't have to do that again, I'll be good. But I managed to finish a race this season, not get wrecked on the last lap. Thank God. This is the only the second time I've talked to you this season. Just been running up front, but getting jumped. So I will take it.
Well, man, I'll tell you what, this an outstanding run at a time when you had to have a great finish to really, lock yourself into the championship 8. So you did exactly what you needed to. There's a couple of times, you kept fighting hard at the front of the pack and things just didn't go your way. When did you actually breathe a sigh of relief?
Well, I was nervous. I don't even remember who it was with. Maybe it was the one with Sean. I thought I wasn't going to get the lucky dog because by the time the caution came out, it was late. And I also had a 0x showing on my screen. So I was praying and hoping, and then when we made it all the way back around, it said lucky dog. Thank God. Because, I mean, that was a struggle. Just trying, I had to be, you just don't know when these wrecks happen, how many people are going to get caught up in them and have to fix, and then there's more people one lap down. Then you're just screwed, just stuck. So thank God it worked out for me tonight, because it was certainly an adventure. I've never had a power problem in this, in my house like that one tonight. So made for a fun race.
Well, man, nice job. Way to never give up and come back and get that solid finish.
Thank you.
Shout outs, thank yous. Anything else you need to add?
Yeah, thank you to you for putting on the broadcast. It's nice to talk to you again. Thank you to all the admin who worked their butt off and deal with a bunch of nonsense Monday through Friday and on the weekends and just about every day for putting on these races for us. It's sometimes can be frustrating, but it's a lot of fun to come out here and race every week. And thank you to the boys at Team Bootnaka. I think Hunter got himself a great finish, and the teammates really helped me out with getting some track position tonight when I was trying to get those laps back. So I owe all of them.
Well, man, nice job, and great teamwork helped you there. And man, heck of a finish to get yourself into the next round.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That is Kevin Freis bringing it home in third place tonight. What a solid race he had. Horrible start, but then never gave up. So always like to see that. Never give up mentality, never give up type of racing. And he made it work. So that being said, guys, we're going to sign off here and call it a night and catch the end of my two sports teams and hope that they can hold on to it. So until then, y'all stay safe. Next week, we begin the round of 8 at Talladega. So y'all stay safe. Have a good night.